And I'm sitting here chilling with Shaquena and Baldhead, whole laughing libations. Check it out. Slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps on the show, slaps in our face, slaps on the way, slaps in our face, 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 slaps on the show, slaps in our face, slaps on the way, slaps in our face, ha ha ha, it slaps in our face, slaps in our face.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Laughs and Libations. I'm your girl, comedian Shaquena, waiting on my co-host, comedian Baldhead Phillips. But while we wait on him, I want to introduce you to tonight's guest. This is my friend, my number one mentor that got me into comedy. He's a basketball player. He's a roaster. He's a comedian of all comedians, y'all. I want you to welcome to the podcast, Big Fudge. What's up, Fudge?
What's going on?
Don't you do that tonight. What's up?
I gotta do it. I gotta do it every time I see it. Because if I don't do it, then yeah, I have to.
Oh my God! Well, thank you for spending time with us tonight at your busy schedule. Because I know you're busy.
Yeah, I was helping out at my job, man. They doing all types of shit, but you know I make time for you.
I know you. But this your third time.
I don't even make time for half these hoes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make some time for you. I don't make time for these hoes. You feel? I got shit to do.
You stupid.
But for you, I make some time for you.
I appreciate you, Fudge. Man, it's been a minute since the last time you was on here. This is your third appearance on here.
Yeah, you had a different co-host.
A whole different co-host.
Whole different co-host.
A whole different co-host.
Where that motherfucker at anyway?
Man, look, I'm finna text him now and tell him, yo, you need to come on, dude. He's on silly still. Hold on. Man, Baldhead is a trip. I told him, I said, I can't wait for you to meet Fudge. But while we waiting on him.
I've talked to him before a couple times here and there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. On one of my lives on Instagram.
Okay. Man, yeah. I love myself some Baldhead. Now, that's one man I be scared to do comedy in front of because I be trying my best not to bomb. Because I know what he gonna do if I bomb.
Every person who has a good interest in you tell you how it is.
Exactly, because shoot, he be like, now you know that wasn't nothing that you just did. You need to go on back up there and do that again. I'm like, what? How they gonna put me back up there again? They gonna do that. I make them put you back up there again. So what you been doing since the last time you been here, Fudge?
Girl, I've been up and down like two fat kids on the seesaw, and they both leg amputees, baby. I'm hard to get off the ground, but you know what? We thugging. We thugging. We pushing past like a crackhead trying to going through the withdrawals. We trying to make it.
You stupid. I don't like you, Fudge. You know what? You got these sayings, and I'm like, you know what? I believe he country somewhere, because some of these sayings, I'm like, I don't heard this in the country.
Listen. I got family in Arkansas and Texas and stuff like that. And while I don't really spend time with them, I used to go to school in Texas. I used to go to school in Kentucky. So over time, it just developed. And it's something to put my mind. My mind is so quick. It's like I'm a high functioning autistic nigga. You know what I'm saying? I keep going.
You quick with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world do his brain work like this? Like what?
Quick.
I'm like, you know what? You think faster than I can think. I'm like, this Negro here.
Well, you slow in general. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got two wheels, you still slow as shit.
You know what? You so lucky we ain't close to each other, because Fudge, I would chop you down to my size. I promise you I would. I've been saying that to you for years. You just
that's what I say. You've been saying that shit for years. Years your ass been saying that. And yeah, here we are. Me still strutting, walking on, and you rolling. What?
Now look, I want you to tell the people how tall you are, because my people on here don't know how tall you are.
6'11". I'm 6'11".
And I wish you'd just go and say he's 7 feet.
Hell no. Because if I did, it's over some nigga, but this nigga ain't no 7 foot. This nigga's now talking about I ain't 6'11". But okay, I digress. You know, I'm 6. Here's the truth. I'm 6'10" and a half with shoes on. With the shoes on, I just, bam, I'm 6'11".
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, man. And people, I have never seen Fudge face to face in real life. I haven't yet.
Like a fucking mythical creature, AI or some shit.
He's a mystical creature to me. I just see him on social media. I ain't seen him in real life yet.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm getting out my chair. I'm sitting in another chair because I ain't no man. Look, I'm going to have to get on some stilts. Okay? I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Go and say it, Fudge. I know you want to.
No. My boss, like I'm at my job still. My boss was walking up. I was like, no. I'm on the phone. Relax. I'm on the phone. Because he's about to come over and say some wild shit. I already know he is.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious. So tell the people where you originally from, because I'm thinking you originally from California.
I am. Okay. I'm originally from California. I grew up partially in the LA area, borderline Inglewood and Hawthorne. Then I moved to a city called Moreno Valley, which is in the LA Empire, when I was like preteen, going into teen. And so I spent time in both. So I have a little bit of knowledge of both of, you know, the trenches and being in the suburban area that turned into some bad shit was, you know, the government like to do vouchers and shit, and they like to move people all over the fucking place. But anyways, both of those two areas, the stuff I've seen, it shaped me. It shaped me to who I am today. Right. Not to mention, you know, going through college and stuff like that. So I picked up a lot.
Right. Because I can tell by the way, you know, you do your comedy and the way you talk, where you from has really molded you to be who you are today. And I'm just like, man, because sometimes you say stuff and I'm just like, okay, that's wisdom. Let me shut up and listen a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up sometime. You know what I'm saying? Listen with your ears, not your mouth.
There you go. Because you be having some wisdom, even though you put comedy with it. You got a lot of wisdom to be so young. And people won't even believe how old you really are if you tell them.
I'm 32.
See? And Fudge, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first saw you, I thought you was in your late 30s. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Damn. My black ass got to moisturize better. Shit. God damn. Because I knew you damn near around COVID. Shit.
Yes. The beginning of COVID.
Fuck. I need a hydration IV and some fucking moisturizer. God damn.
Oh my God, you is dumb.
Well,
but
damn.
Man, I ain't saying you look old. I just thought you was my age.
I get you. I get you.
But man, I mean, you gave me my first start in comedy. I said, wow, because I didn't think you was gonna. I ain't think nobody really was gonna do it, or nobody was really paying me no attention when I said I wanted to get into comedy. I'm like, ain't nobody paying me no attention.
That's when I was doing my online shows because we couldn't get in nowhere.
Right. I said, man, because when you did that online show, I said, you want me to do what?
Yeah, come on. Come on. You bought it? You what that masterpiece said? You bought it? Shit, come on.
And I did it too. I sure did. I did it.
I'm proud of you though.
I appreciate it.
From where you started on my online show to the clips you sent me of you being on stage.
Right.
I can't say anything, but I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do, because I've been working hard, and I said I can't, because I was gonna quit Fudge. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna quit. I said if I quit and Fudge find out I quit, he gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna roll your ass up to the upper room.
Oh my God! I said this Negro is finna kill me if I quit. Hold on, let me send the thing the ball here. Hold on.
That boy.
Hold on 1 second.
Better known black people. Just late.
Man, he can't help himself. Hold on 1 second.
See,
You
there's a
know.
comment. Let me see. Thank you, Big Fudge, for giving me my comedy one-hit wonder show. Hey, listen, I do what I can. I do
Right.
what I can. I do
I
what
got.
I can.
Yes, you do, and you do it well, Fudge. That's all I can tell you. Cause man, that online show is to me it's harder to do an online show than it is to
Yep.
be on stage.
Yep.
Cause
Yep.
you really don't have.
You really sitting at home and you gotta wait for people's feedback because their Wi-Fi could be slower and the joke may
Yeah.
not hit as hard as you need it to at that certain time. It could be so much going on at one time, or somebody Wi-Fi go out, or somebody. I did one show. It wasn't my show. I did a show where one of the comedians, I'm not gonna say his name, but had like a little domestic case in his camera. Boy, when I tell you, I wish I recorded that damn video. Oh my God.
What?
Damn.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, that's it's tough. It's tough.
Man, cause I tell people all the time, I'd rather get on stage than to ever do another online show. Cause man, Fudge, I promise you, I was sweating bullets. You like, Shaquena, calm down, breathe, baby, breathe.
Just breathe. What them motherfuckers say? Take your time, baby.
Cause I thought I was finna pass out. Boy, look at here. And I was drinking at the time too.
You gotta relax, man. It ain't
right.
Like this is an online show. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, you're right. And I was like, cause I just wanted to do good for my first show, even though I know it was an online show and I wanted to, you know, if I had got the clip, I was gonna be able to put that clip out. And if I bombed, I ain't want to show nobody. I was not gonna show nobody, but I did.
But here's what you do. Regardless if you bomb, regardless if you do great,
right?
Keep watching it.
Yeah.
So what you can improve on, put it out there, get it pins. Oh, that was funny, because your sense of comedy is different from other people's.
Right.
So put it out there. Oh, I thought that was hilarious. Some people find that funny at all, or damn, that shit funny as hell, or bro, that shit corny. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. You never know. You will find your crowd. Best believe you will find your crowd. If you stick with it, you will find your crowd. And when you do, you'll grow.
Right? Because I mean, I even if I don't do good, I still put my stuff out there. And like you said, somebody might look at it and be like, well, Shaquena, you know, you could have did it like this, or you could have did it like that, or you could have said this, or you could have said that. So
here's what I'm gonna tell you: never listen to people who hasn't had any success in what you're doing.
Right. That's so true. Now I might ask you what you say.
I said, yeah, never listen to people like that, because there are a lot of times where I've seen, people say the wrong things and they can be bitter about it and stuff like that. But it's a process.
Right.
Oh man.
What's good? What's good? Man. I was sitting in the wrong damn studio just waiting on her.
You know what, Baldhead? You'll get lost going to your own phone. You know that?
That boy,
I hope so.
That boy was in the wrong studio and wore a green screen. Ain't that some shit?
Oh, I like that. I like how you started off. I like that. Good shit. I guess you in the car telling all them stories you can't tell when you in the house, huh?
Yeah, I got to be in the car because I'm still at work. So I told them niggas.
Okay. Well, shit, long as we do this in amongst your hour break for Pizza Hut, we be all good.
Hey, funny enough, as long as I'm not doing construction like your ass is doing, I'll be all right.
I don't do construction. I keep the people away from the site.
Boy, you fooled me. Boy, I thought your ass was holding the stop and the slow sign.
Oh my God. Why I put y'all on here together? Oh my God, why I do this to
It's
myself?
it's all love, baby. It's all love. Yeah,
Oh.
I see your work, man. You funny than a mug, man. I like that, man.
I appreciate you, man.
I love that motherfucker when you say you got them you came on stage, you said, I know y'all looking at me like y'all thought I was security.
Thought I was fucking security, huh?
Well, yeah, I went to a comedy show one time. Dude said they had a picture of me. They had a picture. I had a blaze on. You know the headshot.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, motherfuckers look at me like, man, you ain't bald head. I said, you look like a nigga that just finna start some shit. I said, I can if you don't give my motherfucking money and you don't.
Yeah. Hey, come on, nigga. Come on.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be some shit. But yeah, that's how we got to be, man. They never expect where the funny come from.
Right.
They never know. They never know.
But that's the beauty behind it, right? So people are like, oh, you don't look like a comedian. Well, tell me what a comedian look like.
Right.
Right. We comedy and funny comes from all different shapes, sizes, backgrounds, colors. It don't matter. But funny,
it don't matter at all.
At that point, it's a matter of an opinion. You get what I'm saying? So when I tell people, oh man, you only look like security. Well, thank you for telling me I only look like something that can only be used in a physical presence just because of my stature. I mean, I got intellect. I got intellect. And I promise you,
also mean
circles around your ass with these words.
It also mean don't play with my goddamn money. I look like you ain't supposed to play with my money.
That part.
I tell people all the time, hey, listen, I'm goofy, but I ain't no fucking goofy.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Our two men that don't should nobody ever play with y'all money, cause I'm hiding. I'm hiding. I promise I'm hiding.
Shaquena told me a while ago that you the one that got her started doing comedy. I've been meaning to meet you and ask you why.
So you know when they you gotta help the needy, and she was handicapped. So you know I was like, this could be a Make-A-Wish.
Hey boy,
this could be a Make-A-Wish.
Shit.
That motherfucker, you ain't gonna
write this on my taxes.
You ain't gonna be able to tell Shaquena nothing in a minute, boys. The way she's finna start working at AI. Her AI be walking around.
Oh,
Fudge.
You'll
never see this bitch in person. She be like the Wizard of Oz. She be working that bitch on the screen. Behind the curtain, that bitch rolling.
Roll dead up on your ass.
Mm-hmm. You got my money, nigga?
Y'all is stupid.
Did you ask him already what made you want to start doing comedy?
No, I ain't asking that.
No.
We already know he did it for the girls. I'm just playing, Fudge. Why you started comedy, Fudge?
Here's the funny thing. It's a two-part story, right? People always in my entire life say, yeah, you got basketball, boo. Like, what's a backup? Do you have a backup plan? I never had a backup plan. In my eyes, all hoop. You couldn't tell me nothing. All hoop. Either I was gonna make it to the league or I was going overseas. But one thing for sure, I'm hooping all day, my entire life. Now, I went on a visit to Morehead State of Kentucky, and me and my pops, we got done with the visit, and we were on our way back, and we ran into Carlos Mencia, Cisco Duran, and Rivers Dunlap, and we were sitting there chopping it up, shooting shit, and they kind of like briefly explained to me like what it was when it came to comedy. In my mind, I'm like, boy, I've been trying to be funny for years, for free, nigga. I can get paid for this. Come on, man. Right. So they put it in my mind, and I think what solidified, basically, with me and Cisco being friends, is I went to sleep. I'm sorry. We got on the plane. We had been waiting for a long time. We got on the plane. I said, hey, I sat next to Cisco, and I said, hey, can you wake me up when we land? I said, okay, I got you. All of a sudden, I knocked the fuck out. I was asleep. He woke me up. I said, oh, we land? He said, yeah, come on. I got out the plane. Nigga, we still in the same airport. We've been sitting on the fucking in the fucking runway for about an hour and a half.
What?
But the fact that he don't know me between cold piss and cold lemonade, for him to, be cool enough to, talk to me, joke with me and stuff like that, made me feel like, okay, maybe I could, have some friends in this game, because I understand that everything in this life is a dog-eat-dog world.
Right.
Yes.
And because I learned that from hoop, the coaches, the fucking scouts, everything. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's a fucked up world. But there was that time. And then time went by, I ended up going to Moorhead. And after that, I transferred to Kentucky Wesleyan. And I went on a date with this chick at a bar in Indianapolis. No, Indianapolis, sorry, in Indiana. In Evansville, Indiana. It was a bar called Masco's. And I was talking to her, and she was like, you're funny. You should do stand-up. I was like, no, I'm cool. And, she was like, I bet you $50. I already signed you up. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? You signed me up for? But she's like, listen, I bet you $50. You do good, you go up there, you do good, you get $50. You don't get $50. I said, okay, I'm not losing shit. Right. I went up there for my first time for 8 minutes. You know, for the people that don't know comedy, 8 minutes is a long time.
You find out, hold on, let me interrupt you. You find out 8 minutes is a long time on comedy or getting your ass whooped.
Yep. Or even fucking. 8 minutes is a long time.
You like, it was 8 minutes, bitch. Why did you time me? Did you time my stroke? What the fuck did you time?
Did my nut and time.
It's crazy.
Nah. So I did 8 minutes, and I got off that stage. I was sweating. I got out that fucking stage. But a lady came up to me and said, "I can appreciate what you did. Right. I've been going through depression, and like it's the anniversary of my husband's death, and I've been so sad at work. I'm probably about to lose my job. But I laughed so hard that I didn't want to go to the bathroom and leave while you were on stage. And like I was laughing so hard, I peed on myself a little bit, and I was like, while I appreciate that, go clean yourself up. That's nasty. Go clean yourself. That's nasty. But then I got $50 and some head, so." I'm a comedian. Now the head,
that was your way in. That was your way in.
The head was subpar, but $50. Oh yeah.
This nigga
head. Subpar head is still head. A win is a win. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you came on today. Glad you took outside your busy schedule. Right. I'm trying to figure out this thing we call comedy. I think the worst part of it, and I want to get your opinion, is that it's word of mouth. Even like you just said about having friends, it's word of mouth. And sometimes you'll be in somebody's mouth when they notice you. But then if they put you on, like somebody take you on the road, they put you on the front of them, and they figure, I got to do work after this nigga. Then your name ain't in their mouth no more.
Yep.
So what do you feel about that? And have you experienced that before?
I've mixed emotions about that. Social media has taken over so much. From what it used to be, social media has taken over so much. But I'm thankful for it, because if it wasn't for it, we all wouldn't be talking today.
Nope.
We wouldn't be. Now, with that being said, I did a show some years ago at the Ha in LA. And it's where I met one of my good friends who I see as a brother. His name is Renee Vaca. I see him, his mom, his brother, his cameraman, everybody. I see them all as family. And there were shows he took me on some shows with him, and I feel like I've done some of my best work. I even met another longtime friend, Ken Flores, and he passed away. May he rest in peace. He felt like a brother to me, and I went on the road with all of them for a couple of shows, and that's all it took for me to feel more alive to do comedy. Right. So now at this point, I love my job and what I'm doing now. Besides the comedy. And it's paying some of the bills. Motherfucker ain't paying all of them. But I'm looking to go back on the road, right? Whether I gotta set aside some time to, fuck up my sleep schedule, I will. I will tear up my sleep schedule. You hear me? But
right.
To get on the road is something I'm pushing to do again. Right. But all it takes, but once again, that's just time. So when you say word of mouth, yeah. It is like if you're in the presence, oh yeah, man, this Fudge, he does this, he does that, he did this, he did that, and then afterwards, then it comes, well, shit, how come I ain't getting no calls? You can hype me up when I'm in your presence, but it's the same hype up when I'm not in your presence. But then also you gotta look at it like this: when you post about, oh man, I'm gonna be doing this on a certain amount of days. I'm gonna be here a certain amount of days. That's when people come out of nowhere. I'm like, hey, you got a spot? Hey, what you doing? You got some time for me? My dog, where you been at? Yo, I see you got this. You got a slot for me?
Right.
It's crazy. It's a crazy game. It's a cutthroat. Like you say, dog out world. The thing that I hate about it is, if I'm good, tell somebody.
Thank you.
Tell somebody that's gonna make a difference. I don't give a damn if you give me a book and, hey man, I know this dude, he got a show. So what I've been doing, what I've been accumulating, and I said I was going to announce this today. I've been getting comedians' names, numbers, and emails. Now, let me tell you why I'm doing that. Back in the day, there was a comedian named, well, he's still around. Shane, you know Shane?
Oh, I love Shane.
Yeah, it's one of my dogs. When he came to Chicago, I would go get him from the airport. I was like that with a lot of comics that I flocked to. And Shane had a book. Shane had a book with every promoter, every comedian that was a promoter, and he gave certain people that book. He had a copy of it. And it was like, here, take this book and go get yourself booked.
Yeah.
So my thing of it is I'm gonna get a book, and I'm gonna get comics names.
Yeah,
put comics names in them books, and then I'm hoping and praying. And the reason is now is because it's social media. Like you said, social media is different. We ain't got to worry about trying to send no reel to nobody. They making reels on, and people ain't even understanding why you would make reels on social media, the shorts and all that. It's basically to promote yourself. It's basically to promote what you got. But I'm gonna get it where I'm making comedians know each other. Yeah. So if a promoter wants me to book Fudge, man, how much you can get Fudge for? I ain't finna get Fudge for shit. I'm finna give you Fudge number and Fudge motherfucking email. You get Fudge. Because I'm the worst part is me cutting in on your price.
Right.
And then if he don't go for that price, if I say $1,000 and the promoter ain't got $1,000, then you don't need to book. You don't need to book for it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, let somebody else do it, or you don't know. I'll be telling them, man, give me my deposit before you put my face on the flyer, and give me the rest of my money when I get there. You know what I'm saying? That could be a way to be doing it, but
so for me,
I get each other out there.
I do everything I can to push people out there, like some of my people, Jordan Conley, Brandon Black, or Jacoby Burke. See. Jordan Conley and Brandon Black, they're in Cali. Jacoby Burton is in Florida. If I could find a venue where everybody could come together in that whole setting and perform, it would be outstanding. But I say all those names because a lot of people who produce shows, they don't put comedians on whose flow will correlate with one another and get better and better and better. A lot of these producers and a lot of these people, promoters, they'll put a show together to see who can get to for the low, try to put some bread in their pocket, and not get fucked.
Right.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
They social media. They do it for the dollar, but they don't do it for the craft. They don't do
social media. Social media become a problem because of that. Because you giving somebody, and I'm not down to nobody. I gotta stop having the mentality of down to people that people think I'm down to somebody. But you will see somebody on social media and they're not going to be that funny when they go on stage.
Right.
I've seen it.
So y'all are stacked. The promoters are stacked about 5 or 6 people. Well, all you need for a comedy show, because a comedy show is supposed to be 2 hours.
Right.
You're supposed to have a host, a feature, and a headline. If you want to throw a guest spot in there, you throw that guest spot in there. That's the nigga that don't get paid. That's the one that's going up just for the love and to the promoter and everybody to see. Oh, he's funny. Book him next time. Yeah. But they don't do that. They want to put 5 headliners on one show, get him 15 minutes apiece, and nigga, them people are supposed to give you a show. You're not getting a show. Y'all getting cheated. Y'all getting cheated and he getting paid.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I do for my shows, I make sure everyone gets paid. And if they don't get paid on time, I let them know straight up, hey, show didn't do as well. I'm going to give you bread out of my own pocket when my next check from work come in. Don't worry about it. I send it to you, right? And it's been on good faith that I've sent that bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, what I do is I do a host, an opener, a feature, a headliner, right? And I still pay everybody because I've always felt like if you're gonna use your craft, your God-given ability, because this shit is hard.
Yes, it is.
This shit is hard.
As hell.
It was such a sensitive world. What today is, it's
Man.
hard. It's hard. So why not give them a little bit of bread for the hard work that they've put in?
Right.
They've especially if they did good. Oh, you went and killed that shit? Hey, big dog. I throw it actually $10, $15 on there. Because a lot of people who and if I don't give you money from the door or that was given in or the what's that shit called? I don't know why I'm blanking right now. The ticket sales. From the ticket sales, I tell you what though, when that tip jar come in, whatever that tip jar is, that's yours.
I done seen comedians. I've seen one comedian down in Florida, and I can't remember his name. Yeah, he said, man, this dude done did so good. He got 3 standing ovations before he was done.
Yep.
I'm gonna pass this bucket around, and I want y'all to put something in there. I'm paying him for performing. I want y'all to pay him for being extra.
Yep.
Man, let me tell you something, boy. Yep. I got paid probably like 1,000. And I got an extra 400 up out that tip job.
Yep.
You talking about? I told that nigga, I said, man, if your kids need anybody to beat somebody up, let me know.
I know that's right, man.
That's that damn car Wi-Fi. He might have to jump.
You know what? Yo, oh my God. Now, Baldhead, now I know you done heard about what Trump done did over there in Iran. He done let go the missiles.
Hey, look here. I'm strapped. I'm ready for my household. My household is my United States.
There you go.
I don't know, but I mean, one thing I knew about Trump was he wasn't nothing to play with when it came to that. No. He's a rich dude that got a whole force behind him. Yeah, see, that's that car Wi-Fi, man. That car Wi-Fi.
So what it was, my phone overheated because we just spit so much hot shit.
Now look, I asked Baldhead his thoughts on Trump throwing these missiles in Iran. What's your opinion on this situation, Fudge?
This a big ass baby. It's a big ass baby throwing a tantrum. He's throwing a fucking tantrum. The first bomb that happened, he said, that motherfucker said, I don't like it. I'm going to throw my bombs too. I'm going to show my bombs are bigger. They're better. They're going to be great. I'm going to throw my bombs. We're going to bomb their bombs so that they can't bomb us back. And I'm like,
this is my thing. We ain't got nothing. We don't never had nothing to do with none of that shit, man.
Sit your ass down, you fat fucking orange bitch.
But he ain't. One thing about that dude, he ain't gonna play because what he is he's that little boy that stay next door to you, and you told him no, you can't play with my ball,
and he got mad. And
next thing you know, your ball is deflated because he didn't put a hole in that motherfucker.
Yes,
that's what he is.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now because a buddy of mine, I told a buddy, I sent him the podcast. I'm like, hey, stay away from the politics. We're gonna talk about this real quick. Just real quick. The little ICE raid that's going on, I don't approve of it at all. I hate that it's happening. I hate that people have been here for years and busted their ass and done various jobs that we know we don't want to do.
Right.
We know we don't want to do it, but they do it because they have to.
Right.
They do it to provide for their family. So why take them away? Why? What's the point of you doing that? goes over the hot period. Oh, you know, there's too much crime and too much murder and drug dealers. That shit is of all races.
Yeah.
That shit is of all races. So what are we really talking about? If you have something against them, speak forth and say that. But the fact that all these raids and deportation, I don't stand by the deportations. I don't stand by the raids. I don't stand by. I am fully 100% with my Hispanic people. Like, I support them wholeheartedly.
I don't stand by the raids, but I do want them to have the same energy that they had when they thought he was gonna ride for them. Because we sat back and looked like, oh, y'all think he's gonna ride for y'all? Oh no. Oh no. Oh hell no. And it's sad. It's sad because now it's sad on one note, but it was funny as hell when them people had to leave their kids at their graduation.
Oh my God!
Could you imagine how many people? Yeah, it was a school with mainly Hispanic kids and stuff like that. And ISIS pulled up at their graduation. Them parents was like, "Fuck you, Paco." They was gone, and I was like, it was a black teacher that came outside. He was on live. He was crying. He was like, "Man, I can't believe this, man." You know, our teachers get attached to kids and everything, and knowing their parents is good. And that was sad, but it was like the asshole comedian in me was laughing.
I could see a teacher crying for that, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I was a kid, you know how well my teacher and my parents bonded over my bad ass over a parent-teacher conference?
Well, you couldn't do shit.
They was having dinner. I was so bad that my parents and the teachers was damn near was having dinner together. Because it was bad. It was horrible.
Oh, you were bad.
I was
a I got a teacher right now. I seen her some years ago. She was an 8th grade teacher, and I remember she stuck up for me. It was another teacher that thought I did something, and I didn't do it, and she was cussing me out. She said, "You don't cuss nobody out of my classroom." Yep. He said, I know he's a mess. But for what you saying he did, I'm gonna find out." And she walked over there to me and looked at me. My mama gave her permission to slap the taste out of my mouth if I was gonna. She said, "Did you do this? Did you do this? Let me know right now." I said, "No, ma'am, I didn't do it." She said, "Do you know who did it?" I said, "Yes, I know who did it." She said, "Who did it?" I said, "I'm not gonna tell them, because I get a whooping from my grandfather for tattletaling. I had whoopings for different people, you know." Yep. And she said, "Okay." She said, "He said he didn't do it. Now it's up to you to find out who did it." And the other teacher got mad, but I seen that lady, man, probably about 2 years ago, and she realized who I was. I just broke down crying, because she was always on me the right way. You know what I'm saying? Reason my mama telling me she was gonna bury me in the backyard if I ain't graduate, and that teacher, I graduated.
I miss the old school ways. I miss the old school ways. If your ass ain't in the house by the street light come on, that's your ass. If you running in and out the house with the air conditioner running with that box fan, that's your ass.
Thank you.
Everything that's on your plate, that's your ass. But if
well, Fudge, we know you got your butt whooped.
If your teacher have to call me and I have to leave my job,
oh my God,
that's your ass.
That was the best thing about Miss Allen. Miss Allen would say, "I ain't gonna call your mama on the job. I'm gonna wait till I get home. I'm gonna have my dinner, and right before I go to bed, I'm gonna call your mama so she can come in there and whoop on your ass." Yep. So that let me be terrified when the phone rung, because I didn't know if it was her.
Yeah. Because you ain't have call ID.
And we had call ID this. I'm like, oh shit, who was that? "Oh, hey girl." And my mama answered the phone. "Hey girl, who is that? Who are you talking to?"
And trying to go to sleep ain't gonna work, because you got to
unplug everything off the wall.
Man, listen. Man. Them values, the parents that we got now want to be friends. That's the worst thing that's going on. It was a separation, plus now the parent that's got them wants to be their friend.
Right.
And you the friend, you want to be the friend because you want to get this bond to be against the father.
Right.
But you ain't got to be like that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be like that because you bitter because he cheated on you, or he didn't do what you wanted him to do.
Right.
Y'all could be parents together. Y'all just couldn't be in a relationship together, and you can't understand that.
Life
Right.
is simple. Life is very, very, very simple.
Then on the switch side with them dudes, I've been in relationships with women, and I had to go talk to their baby daddy.
Right.
They said, man, he ain't gonna do nothing for my son because we ain't together. Hey, look, hey, homie, look, I ain't finna be over that long. Your kid is terrible, and I don't really want you to think that I'm trying to do anything for him, with him. Yeah, she ain't fucking with me. I ain't fucking with her. Hey, man, you gotta fuck with this kid though.
Yep.
Right.
You gotta fuck with this kid.
Right.
Because if I start doing shit for him, nigga, you ain't the daddy no more. I wish he would write you a Father's Day. I wish he would.
Forehead is fatty.
That's your ass.
That's your ass. And if you ain't gonna do your job on Father's Day, you need to run me some money, nigga.
Yep.
A card or something.
Yep.
He is
Make
petty.
a motherfucking macaroni necklace or something, nigga.
You is petty.
Oh,
From this nigga daddy.
from
Baby,
one grown ass nigga to another.
Hell yeah.
Fucking kid.
That part.
No kid, it ain't my kid, nigga.
Man, Fudge been saying F these kids since I've known him. Boy, you don't stop that.
Listen,
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you something. And you know what? I'm at the point in my life where I do not care.
Right.
Shaquena, you know me. The girl I was dating in Indiana, girl, she had one badass kid and one kid that was always sick. But I wanted to drown that little nigga in Robitussin. You hear me? Not like really drown nigga, but I just wanted to drench him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just drench him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put his ass in the Robitussin. Just drench him one time. And then that little badass kid she had first time, we just send his ass to the hood. Yeah, come on, let's see how you fucking do with that shit.
Oh my
Let's
God.
see how the fuck you do with that.
Boy.
Then I had a chick. Her son, like me and her son was cool. Me and her baby daddy was cool. That little nigga came home from a fucking sleepover, doing like the cowboy walk. Now the girl just got a promotion. So she drinking. She's 7 shots of tequila in.
Right.
She's drinking. Boy, her baby daddy called. Hey man, I gotta drop my son off, man. I got called into work. Nigga, your ass ain't get no fucking call to work. I heard your ass got fired 2 days ago. You fine motherfucker. Yeah, but the little boy walking in the house doing the fucking cowboy walk. Like you know the old school moves with the cowboy walk where you got the draw. Boy, that nigga had a finger like this, like he was ready to shoot. I said, well, why you walking like that? He said, my butthole hurt. I said, what you mean your butthole hurt? What happened to you? He was like, my poop was stuck. That boy said, yeah, but I'm a pirate. I said, what the fuck you mean you a pirate? He said, I had to get to the booty. I said, boy, did you dig in your ass to get the poop out?
Boy, he was full of shit. He was full of shit.
Yeah, that little nigga was like this, brown shit all on his finger.
What the hell?
That's what a stepdaddy got to deal with. Fuck that.
See, I'm saying?
But I say all that to say this. I'm a good man and I treat your kids good. But if they start acting up and the daddy start acting up, guess who else gonna act up?
Fudge.
It's gonna be a trickle down effect in this bitch.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a trickle down effect. And I'm old school. I believe in ass whoopings.
Yes, you do.
I believe in ass whooping. If I whoop your child and you get mad at me, did you whoop your child for him to not act that way? No, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
How long you been doing comedy?
Almost 10 years.
Is it another comedian named Fudge out there?
Okay, so here's what I found out.
Because I did some shows with him, I think.
There is a comedian named Big Fudge in New York, apparently.
Right.
That's him.
So I've been having his name since I was a kid. I've always had T-shirts made with my name on it. Mind you, this is since I was a child. I've had these things.
Right.
And this girl named Jacqueline Denise. She's a comedian and a producer out in New York. And she was like, "There's another. Did you know there was another Fudge out here?" I was like, I had no clue. And frankly, I don't care. I'm not gonna change my childhood. I'm not gonna change my childhood name for this nigga. No, I'm not saying anything against him. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying I've never seen his comedy. I've never seen anything remotely close to it. I've never.
Right.
I've never seen anything remotely close to it.
I think he came to when I was hosting. I used to host Jokes and Notes for like 6 years. I think he came to Jokes and Notes, and that's where I met him at.
Yeah, I've never seen any of his comedy. I've never wanted to go watch any of his stuff. Only for the simple reason why I don't want to be, first of all, us having the same name. Right. And two, come to find out we have the same type of comedy. Now it creates a conflict.
Yes, it does.
Right. I don't think y'all got the same type of comedy. You know what? Don't let me laugh because I don't remember. I remember that name. I just don't remember. But when she first told me, I was like, what is that Fudge that I met? Because if it was, he would have known who I was. But when I seen your work online, I was like, no, that ain't the shit. That nigga wasn't that goddamn tall.
Yeah, because that comic he's older. He's older.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm 32, but he's older. But see, the funny thing is, I did shows in New York, I did shows in Jersey, and I've sold merch out there. Right. Matter of fact, actually, when I went out to New York and Jersey, I sold out of all my stuff. So now people will send me videos of my stickers in different bars, in different polls in New York and Jersey, or people walk around with some of my merch that I'm gonna be really honest, I don't remember them specifically selling my merch to them, but it could be a gift or something. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in my life, I don't care.
Right.
I don't care. I am who I am. He is who he is.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I know this ain't the same dude, man.
No.
I ain't seen him in so long.
That's like having two. That's like having two James in the same fucking room. You know what I'm saying? Like James, huh?
Right.
I remember we had that on the block. We had two Terrys.
Yeah,
they called one Little Terry and Big Terry.
Yep, because black people always go by either pictures or descriptions.
Yeah. Black Terry. Yeah, I did a show recently, and there was two Zacks on the show. They was like White Zack and Black Zack. I was like, yo.
Oh, that's rigged. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh yeah, man, it's a crazy thing, this comedy game.
Yes, it is.
It can be beautiful, but like you said, I used to think that the business part was hard, but with all the sensitivity that's going on, now it makes the stage performance hard.
Yeah.
You got to change words, and you got to do this and got to do that to appease the people. But I really am done with appeasing the people.
Right.
Because y'all sensitive, y'all don't need to come. And comics are sensitive.
Yes.
The craziest part is that I used to go in the green room and niggas would be on the floor roasting each other. If it didn't have nobody in there just really trying to get their mind together, you'd be roasting each other, having eating that, and man, I don't do that. What? What's wrong with you? Where's the fun at? You know what?
Right.
Because to me, that's just getting me ready.
Yeah.
Now my mental comedic juices is flowing.
Right.
I rag on you, you rag on me, I rag on you, you rag on me. Okay, it's showtime. Because iron sharpen iron.
Right. You see how we came when I first came in. Let me tell you what's so funny. I clicked on the thing that I thought when she sent me, and she said, let me send him an email. Say, oh, this nigga just late like that. I said, oh, you one of them niggas.
Oh, for sure I am.
Yeah, good.
For sure. One thing about me, two things for sure. I'm a joke.
You want to joke? Hey, joking. Let me tell you something. I was raised around a bunch of old shit talking men.
Yeah.
All they did, sit in garages, on stoops, by the church, all of that. And I would always kick it off with them. Hey man, how many did y'all count y'all summers? You know you ain't got but a couple summers left.
Yep, only with your old ass.
Yeah, motherfucker say somewhere. Well, Your mama old as I am, so I guess one day we gonna really be together. Nigga, what?
You know
That's
what?
about my mama.
Now, Baldhead, I'm finna do something. I'm finna do something right quick. Fudge, you remember this?
Girl, that fucking David and Goliath slingshot you got.
What was that?
Listen,
My bonnet.
Listen, this heifer only got about 8 to 9 inches of hair. The bonnet at least 35 inches, like she had a fucking bust down. You hear me? All that fucking hair in the back. You could have put the bonnet on and wrapped it up like a scarf.
Baldhead, look, the first time he seen my bonnet, he roasted the hell out of me, and I peed on myself because I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, the fucking bonnet, the bonnet reached like past her ass.
Damn.
Shut up, Fudge.
In the chair.
She should have put the bonnet in a ponytail. Shit.
You ain't shit.
Should have wrapped that bitch like India Ari or something like that. Because there ain't no way in hell.
Brown skin.
Yeah. I am not my hair. Bitch, you not that bonnet either. You better take that shit off.
God. Oh
take
my
that
God.
shit off.
More bonnet than hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't let Fudge see me wear that bonnet.
It was more bonnet than body. Shit.
Them motherfucker bonnets is a problem now, man. Ever since Monique checked them chicks up there.
Oh,
bonnets is a problem.
Shut up. Everybody, they gonna wear what they want to wear.
Yeah,
damn,
but I mean,
that made it worse.
Yeah.
They don't.
Tracy.
Hey, Tracy, what's up? But man, they don't care nothing about what these folks be saying. But Fudge, I want you to tell us your 5 favorite cities to do comedy and the club.
Oh man, you trying to get me in trouble?
No, I'm not.
You trying to get me in trouble? Oh man.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm not gonna rank them. I'm not gonna rank them, but I give you my top 6.
Okay.
I gave you my top 6. Number 6, I'm clustering up all of the comedy clubs here in Arizona, besides JP's Comedy Club. I've never done comedy there, so I can't speak on it.
Okay.
Let's see. What used to be the Improv is now the Funny Bone in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go Hyenas out in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know they had Hyenas in Dallas.
Yeah, they got 2 of them in Dallas.
I did. Matter of fact, yeah, I did do the one in Dallas. I did the one.
The Ha Ha out in LA, for sure. San Diego Laugh Factory.
Mm-hmm.
So basically Laugh Factories, all the Laugh Factories that I've done.
Okay.
What will my last one be? Oh man,
Having a brain for it.
It's because it's between 3 places.
Mm-hmm.
It's between 3 places. Lamasco is where I did my very first comedy. Will probably be there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what? The Helium in Portland.
Okay.
The Helium in Portland.
All right.
Yeah.
You have to think about that for a minute.
I did because I've done a lot of clubs, but I've also done a lot of like event spaces.
Right.
So it's like when you're doing these different type of venues, it's kind of hard to differentiate.
Right.
Because I used to put on a show over at a spot called the S Bar in Moreno Valley, California, where when I tell you I had so much fun on that fucking show, I had people on there. Boy, I had who did I have on there? I had Nate Jackson. He did that show. I had Teddy Ray before he passed away. He did that show.
Teddy Ray, rest in peace.
That was to me that was big bro.
Right.
Who else did I have? Brett Riley. I had a lot of fucking people on that show, and to me, I was at the peak. I was at the peak of shit.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and I was like, "Fuck the world,
man." COVID came.
Yes.
Fuck the world.
Everything. I just found out something today when I was in church. COVID, when school came back in, they had to teach kids how to go to recess, how to play recess.
Yeah,
they had been in so long.
What?
Yep. And a lot of these parents, they fill their kids with these type of ideologies and like ideas and stuff. And it's like, let your kid be a kid.
Yeah.
Them little niggas already giving each other pink eye.
Man.
and fucking ringworms.
Them kids is in I was when I was at the airport. I was at the airport or something recently, and I sat down. Now I was finna get on. Let me tell y'all what I do, so y'all can understand. Okay. I be doing all types of bullshit when I get to the airport. I always tell them I want a wheelchair. Because I get up there quicker. A lot of times you ain't got to take your shoes off. You know, you get in front of everybody. And I be filming when I'm in the wheelchair. But this is the thing. I was sitting at the place waiting for the wheelchair. This little boy and it's like 3-4 kids and a lady. I think it was like their grandmama. Boy, my little boy came and sat by me. He looked right at me and said, "Hey, motherfucker." Yeah. I got up. If anybody thought something was wrong with me, they knew wasn't wrong with me. Where I got the hell up and got away from that little boy.
Right.
And then when the wheelchair dude came, he want to be a multitasker and push me, the lady, and the kids was walking. I said, "Hey man, push me by myself. I'll wait. If he cough on me again, I'm going to stomp his ears together. I'm not finna play with you."
Go around, go postal in that bitch.
He gonna look right at me and go, "Nigga, you are the germ. Your name has got to be Jeremy, short for germ."
Yep. Tracy said, "Come to Cali." Tracy, what part of Cali are you in?
Man.
And I can tell you if I'm gonna be around you or not. That's my question to Tracy.
Man. Yeah, what part of Cali are you in, Tracy?
But man, Fudge, I want you to tell people, how do you keep yourself sane in this world of comedy? How you keep yourself from going off on folks?
Now here's what I'm gonna tell you. I feel like that's a loaded question, and that's a set of questions due to our history.
Right.
So what I'm gonna tell you,
North
Cali. I tell you, I'm gonna call one of my buddies, Joe Hill. I'm gonna see if he has anything open. If I can make it out there, great. If not, go see Joe Hill.
And follow. Matter of fact, you follow Big Fudge, you'll find out where he at.
Right. Yep. I give you his Instagram.
Yep. So how do I stay sane? I understand that people have grown up differently than me.
Right.
I understand people have reasons for doing things.
Right.
I understand that people are going to have different opinions, and I can't change that.
Right.
I can't change that. I gotta stay in my lane and my domain. You feel me?
Right.
I ain't got time to be arguing back and forth with you over he say, she say.
Right.
Unless the only time I'll go back and forth with you if you feel like I take your joke, I'll go back and forth with you then, because it's a cardinal rule. Right. That's the only time I'm gonna go back and forth with you. Oh man, you talk to my girl? I might have. I might have.
Let me see a picture of.
Yeah, she like
no. One with she naked. That's why I know who it is.
Yeah. I'll be like, "Hey, this her?" No. Okay, hold on.
Hey, he talk about. He said, "I ain't got none." Well, I do. Shit, look at this.
Right.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
That's the only time I go back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't got time for this.
I've seen you hold your tongue a lot. I have. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've seen you hold
Why do they want to poke the giant? That's like if I see somebody poking at him, that's gonna make me mad.
Because
you just trying to
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because we're on the internet.
Yeah.
On the internet, you really can't. You know what? I found out the coldest thing I say on the internet. The coldest thing I say on the internet. Where you at?
That part.
Where you at?
Hey, listen. There was a nigga that had me so mad. He was just.
Come back, Fudge. Come back.
At the prayer party.
Come back. Come back, Fudge.
Lord, our Father, please forgive me for the mess that I fought up in my mind. Let me
Take me to the king.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't have much to say.
Oh my God. And see, Baldhead, now that you don't do elbows no more, how you keep yourself sane?
I'm gonna start back. I'm just not gonna do is what I was doing because now I know, but I just stay away from certain stuff.
Right.
And like right now, I got new management.
Right.
And my manager's a person that knows me. She's been putting me on a lot of things. I was on the phone with her probably about an hour ago, talking about some different strategies and things.
Right.
I have to. Between her, my wife, I got to. Because it's like I have this thing of what would they got there, what would Jesus do?
Yes.
I have a thing about what would so and so say.
Thank you.
If I do this.
Thank you.
Now I might be justifiable.
Yes.
But right then when it's happening, people never want to catch you like after the situation or the show. They want to try to do it right there. And what pisses me off is so y'all don't see there was a sign that said don't mess with the gorilla.
And they mess with the gorilla.
And you come messing with them, but you want the gorilla to be the bigger person. Do you know how tired I get being the bigger person? I get tired of being bigger. So, I just wait till it's over with. Now, I always run into people.
Right.
I done ran into so many people that been trying to beat Wolfing and all of that smack. No, what? Don't look now. Oh man, man. No. Ain't none of that.
I know that's right.
I just sent some village idiots in there.
Here's what I'm gonna say about this. If I'm ever doing a show in Detroit and I see a certain nickel, I'm going to jail.
You going to jail?
He going to jail.
So let me ask you something. Was it a joke thing or some money?
Both. No.
There you go. Hey,
not both. Money.
There you go.
Money and trying to take advantage, and me having trust in this nigga and him doing me absolutely dirty. Doing me absolutely dirty.
When we get off here, you got to let me know who it is so I won't run into him, and I could be like, because see, that's another thing.
Hey, you know what? What? I'm at the point in my life where I just don't give a fuck. Timo, out in Detroit.
I ain't never heard of him. He a comedian or promoter?
He's a comedian. Okay. He about 6'8", and they got a fucked up middle finger or index finger. Dick motherfucker is discombobulated, and he got a real like he like Michael Ealy light skin, but at the same time he want to be a roaster. He want to be real funny with folk, but he want to try to take advantage of you.
Right.
And if the nigga see this, if I'm ever in Detroit, understand, you cross my path. Either I'm going to jail or you going to the hospital. We both going to jail.
Well, I was going to Detroit a lot. I got a lot of friends in Detroit. If I'm in Detroit, Timo, I will not mess with you. Because see, the word needs to be put out when promoters or comedians ain't right. Because the only time you hear about it is if you one dude saying, yeah, man, this so-and-so, man, he did me like that. Nigga, why you didn't tell me?
Yeah. So I'll tell you the story right now. Because I'm at the point in my life where I just don't give a fuck.
And I know the story, so go ahead, Fudge.
I put on a show out in California, right? Simple show. I had him come out and a couple people come out. He got the ticket. Okay. Supposed to get him a room. Overbooked. Wasn't able to get him a room. I opened up my mama and daddy doors for him to sleep in the house. Don't have any extra beds like that, so I gave him an air mattress. Right? Now, fast forward a little bit, we did the show. The show didn't do well. I gave him bread, and what's it called? Time had passed. Right? I owed him a little bit more, then I ended up paying him that. Time had passed. He said, "Hey, where's the rest of my money?" I gave you everything we agreed to. Right. What I found out, he was having a little baby mama issues, so he trying to get a little money. This is what I found out from people. He tried to pump me into giving him some more money for his little baby mama shit. Now, I was with a woman at the time. Then we were having a whole lot of issues, and then I ended up, being with somebody else. But I confided in Timo about some things.
Right.
I confided to ask him his opinion on things.
Right.
He was so mad at me. He went to talk to both of them. Then put shit in their head about me. Said I'm doing this and doing that. I told him something and he flipped it. Then all of a sudden, I'm going viral. I'm going viral for some shit. For dealing with two women.
Right.
I'm going viral on TikTok. Nigga, you know how fast you can go viral on TikTok?
TikTok ain't playing. TikTok ain't playing.
So when I got down to it, I found out it was him. Now mind you, Timo's 6'8", probably about maybe close to 200 pounds.
Right.
Baldhead, I need you to understand something, dog. I am 6'11", 375 pounds, and I do not have any worry in my life to beat the fuck out of a nigga who want to be childish mentally.
You are what they call a Neanderthal.
Yeah. I'm motherfucking Mighty Joe Young, okay? Kurt Check from fucking Tarzan, okay? There's 100 niggas versus me.
Right.
I don't have no issue beating the brakes off that man.
Right.
Yeah, but that's your name. That's your name, man. You slander my name. You put my name out that bad and make most of the times I got into it was about my money and my name.
Yeah, I think because you didn't get what you want, like my boy Trey Barber said, hey, don't worry about it, baby.
Right. Because look, Baldhead, when he first told me about it, I thought he was joking at first. But he said, no, I ain't playing. I said, well, Fudge, where you at so I can wrap myself around you so you don't go do nothing? Because I can't have you going to jail. He said, how your little self gonna stop me from beating somebody up? I can just shake you off.
The other nigga that used to be the co-host, that nigga told me some shit about him too. Yeah. That's how I knew. Cause that nigga, he'll exaggerate some shit, but there's always you always get them niggas that exaggerate shit, but there's still a core.
Right.
There's still a core behind it.
Right.
So something going on.
Right. That's so true.
That's crazy, man.
That's so true.
So now I do everything I can to stick close to the people who have opened doors for me. Right. And for the people who have opened doors for me, I do what I can to stay close within reason and try to do all I can to people say, oh, riding the coattail. No. I'm trying to grow and learn. I'm trying to do more and be more and have more in my life so that way I'm able to open the doors for others.
Right.
I appreciate it. I mean, it ain't no problem at all. I promise it ain't no problem at all. Right. Because I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I have the ability to do something and I gatekeep. Only reason if I gatekeep is if I feel like you're not ready yet.
Right. That's true.
And you know what? I tell other comedians, and now I got to add this to it. Man, you ain't supposed to be on this show.
Right.
You're supposed to go through the ranks, man.
Right.
That's what's going on wrong is
you got to go through the trenches.
You got to go through the trenches, man, to get
to the 3 people open mics.
Yes.
To the bucket pool, and then you being the last person on the open mic.
Or you don't get picked. And look, again, if you get picked, and one of a big dog come through, you bumped.
You bumped.
They don't know nothing about none of that shit, and they think that everything is supposed to be given to them and catered to them. No, you got to work when I come around. I used to come home. I used to go home. It's because I'm in Atlanta, and I used to go to Chicago. My buddy got a bar named called Francis.
Mm-hmm.
That's my friend's bar. He comedian Marlon Mitchell.
Right.
I go to that nigga bar. I do an hour. Them comics that be doing them up. Man, ball, you take it. I say, hey, man, y'all here every week, man, doing the same shit.
Right.
And it ain't funny. Everybody in here know y'all jokes. It's a bar. You know, I'm telling you, it's a big bar. They got the blenders, they got the drinks, hey, all of that. You got to deal with all of that. I'm doing material to see if this material get through all of these distractions. Because I know when I go to the club that it ain't no distractions. Oh, it's gonna blow up.
Right.
You niggas is doing bullshit.
You ain't gotta deal with the little with the bag ruffle or the can pop or the ice shaking and the fucking daiquiri machine and just if you can get through that doing comedy and your joke actually makes sense, you will do well on stage. And niggas don't realize that.
Right.
They don't understand that. Man, my shit didn't kill over there because you didn't get their attention, nigga. It was 2 baby mamas in there, 1 baby daddy. It was this, that happening. Somebody ordered a daiquiri. It was a bitch back there drunk with her headphones on singing. She think it's karaoke. Nigga, you got to get through all of this shit.
All of that.
Yep.
And don't slit your wrist after that.
Man, I had 5 rooms with the same type of shit. 5 rooms all week, and niggas will come through there. You headlining, you getting $100. You featuring, you getting anywhere from 75 to 50, depending on whatever. Sometimes I walked up out of there with nothing. But I knew I had one next week, and I promoted that motherfucker.
Yep.
If
there's any comedians watching this, I want you to understand, right? Just let me turn my air off because it's hot in the devil's asshole out here. Let me turn it off before I tell you this. If you are in public, if you have the personality to talk to people, the only words that come out your mouth need to be promoting the next show. And if not that show, the show after that. And if not that show, the show after that. Whatever it is you have booked, you need to be promoting. Fuck being friends with people like that. I mean, I'm not saying like fuck being friends with them like that, but you could be cool. You could be cordial.
Right.
But you need to be trying to grow. You need to be trying to pick yourself up even higher than what you was before. Do not be sitting up here dilly-dallying and whatnot. You need to make merch that draws attention to you. Like me, like this shirt I got right now, right? It's one of my jokes. But the lead up to it is, like I know I was going to, fuck with Hispanic people or love Hispanic women when I fought this Mexican dude outside the club and I whooped his ass. And somebody in the back was like, "No, mama's way." And I turned around, I was like, "What the fuck you say about my mama's weight?" But when you read the shirt, it'll draw a laugh.
Right.
Once I see that chuckle, hey, how you doing? Hey man, I'm Fudge. I got a show coming up. What you doing on this day? What you doing on that day? Hey, what part of the town you stay in? Okay, I ain't got a show this day, but on that day on your side of the town, I got some over there.
Right. Oh my goodness.
People like, oh, I want to do this stage. In that stage, what the fuck did you do to get there?
Right. That's
what
true.
What did you do to get there?
Right.
Did you have your? And I'm not saying every comedian has this. Did you go through your little mini depressions in order to make your jokes better?
Oh my God, you ain't been through shit.
Did you been through nothing? Did you have the actual trauma? I'm not saying you have to have trauma, but Nick, every comedian has a trauma. Or
comedian,
tism. Everybody got a tism. Everybody got a little tism.
Nigga, how many STDs did you catch this year?
Did you catch how many pregnancy scares did you have?
Man,
how many pregnancy had you swinging at the air in your life? Which one of your cousins betrayed you? Like, tell me.
Yeah. Which one of these bitches you was with? You came home and your plastic bags was outside the door and you thought
outside.
it was outside. But it's your shit.
And she out the window like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, your ass is in the grass.
Oh my God.
Tell me what the fuck
that is crazy. I don't know what Fudge is crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not lying.
He's not.
We turned. That's why we, at one point in time, we always had the last word when it came to the sensitivity shit. We got a scapegoat for a long time, and somebody started just turning on comics.
Right.
But comedians, it's only one group of people that are in the entertainment business that are more depressed than us, and I say the poets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Smokey Robinson, even though he been finger fucking all his help at home, he made the coldest song for us, "Tears of a Clown."
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Tears of a Clown. You don't know what people go through, man. We go through. I remember my sister got killed.
Yes.
I had a sister. It was two sisters. They were two twins. One of them got killed. She got killed because somebody was shooting at somebody else. Right. And my sister was actually looking at her twin talking. And the nigga came out the alley, shot her, and killed her. I had 3 shows that weekend. It was all on the news. And when they found out it was my sister, motherfuckers was calling me. Deion Cole called me. Rudy Rush called me. There was a couple more people. I can't remember who because it was so long ago. And they was like, man, don't go do nothing crazy. Man.
Right.
I know you mad, man. I said, man, I don't even know who to do nothing to yet. Right. I said, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking, trying to figure it out.
Right.
But I had to be so occupied because I would have went crazy. And I went to go do them 3 shows. And when I was at them 3 shows, that's when I found out other comics ain't shit. Niggas was lined up to get that money. And they was like, promoters like, man, I ain't think you was coming. I said, why? Did I call you and tell you I wasn't coming? He was like, no, but I heard what happened. And everybody, I said, man, I still got to make these people laugh. Got up there on each show, told the shows up, did my thing, got my money. That was one of them days I didn't stay. I wasn't really, I was kind of interacting with comics that I knew that would usually be around. But motherfucker said, nigga, you got to be strong as hell. You just lost somebody who was publicized to me. I was like, that ain't the first thing that didn't happen to me. Y'all just heard about that because of the news.
Right.
Nigga, you know how much shit I done been through, and then I got to go do a show?
Right.
For more than 5 minutes, you can get if you've been in the game for a while, doing 5 minutes, getting off, cool.
Right.
More than 5 minutes, at some point your emotions is gonna kick in.
Right.
But you know what? That's why I came up with my thing, Comedy Over Depression, because my brother, he was a comedian. His name was Floyd J. Phillips, and he was my hero. That nigga was he won the Bay Area. He had been all the way to Germany. He did a lot, but he had never been on TV. So me and him used to go at it. We had the best. We had the best thing when we was going. He was like, nigga, you ain't funny. He said, I've been all over the world.
Right.
I said, I've been on TV, nigga. You ain't been on TV, so I've been all over the world too.
Right.
My other brother was like, yeah, he do got you there, Frankie. He got you there. You ain't been on. But
he ain't been on TV.
When he died, it fucked me up, and I had to do shows then.
Yes, you did.
I had to do shows. I had to do a little other shit, motivational shit I had to do, and it was just like, damn. That nigga told me the last time we was together, we was in Michigan. I can't remember the name of the room we did, but it was all white. It was my first time doing a show in front of white people.
Right.
He was, because that's what it was. He did a lot of more shows in front of white people than I did. Right. But he was trying to tell me what to do, and I told him, I said, man, I'm just going to tell these people about me.
Right.
And I did that, killed it. So we back at the room later on. You get your food, we eating and shit. And nigga said, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. He said, man, you cold as hell. You did that shit on that stage. He said, but I'm going to tell you this. I ain't never going to tell nobody that you
ain't telling nobody.
figure you ain't. Now I ain't never telling them. I'm gonna tell them you ain't get. But that's how my brother was, and I didn't realize till my brother passed. When I went to his funeral, the comedians that came up there, they were telling me. I mean, they was telling everybody how he was telling them they went shit. One comedian, he got on the phone with him, and somebody tried to hook him up with my brother. My brother said, "Man, you funny?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Let me hear a joke." The dude told my brother a joke. It wasn't funny. My brother hung up on him. He said, I didn't hear nothing from Floyd J. His name Floyd J. Phillips. They call him Floyd J. I didn't hear nothing from Floyd J. till the next year. And he said, "All right, tell me another joke." He told him a joke, and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna let you open up for me, but I need you to come get me." I said, "That nigga just needed a ride."
But that's all.
That nigga just needed a ride. And then that's when all the other comedians was like, "Your brother couldn't drive, well, he always needed a ride."
That's funny as fuck.
But that nigga was something. You know, when you got somebody that you look up to, because I didn't even know what a headshot was. My brother gonna call me one day when I told him I wanted to do comedy. He said, "You got a headshot?" I said, "Nigga, I get head all the time." He hung up on me. That's because I knew the dude wasn't lying. Nigga hung up on me, and then through the mail, I got a package 2-3 days. It was a picture of him, and he said, "Floyd J. Phillips, this is a headshot, dumbass."
Nigga, it was pre-COVID, and my play brother, he's a photographer, and he said, "Nigga, you gotta do better about yourself. You need something better to represent you, who you are, instead of goofy dumbass pictures. You're a grown man. Let's take some pictures and get you some headshots." I was like, "All right." So I'm outside. The picture y'all used was one of the pictures that he took. That's one of the pictures. I got them 2 pictures. I've been using them 2 pictures for about 5-6 years now. Okay. About 5, nigga, my face is fat. I don't look that good no more. I don't give a fuck. Them my 2 headshots. Them the best pictures a nigga had in his whole life. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Boy, say he gonna keep using them.
Nigga, I can grow dreads. Nigga, I'm still using that same picture. I do not care.
And you've been using that picture since I've known you.
They're my best 2 pictures in my whole phone. I don't give a damn what people say. I could be a shot of me on stage. I swear to God, them 2 pictures are the best 2 pictures I ever had in my life.
Oh my God, Fudge.
Ever.
Boy. Okay, now Fudge, we on the libations part. Now I know you don't smoke. I know you don't drink. So I want you to tell us a story of somebody you've either seen high or drunk in a club, and what happened?
I got so many of them stories. Boy. So I tell the stories I tell on stage, but I'll tell you the other stories. So I'll tell you about a buddy of mine that got so high. We was in school. It was my sophomore year of high school. We was in school, and some of my buddies, they was white, and they was like, I got these brownies, like, and I got some weed, like, we should all smoke it. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not even hungry. I'm an asthmatic. I'm okay.
Right.
And when I tell you, one of my homies ate one of them damn brownies, ate the whole brownie. It wasn't no little thing, but it was a big thing of brownie. So the little Christian school, Catholic school, it was Christian school, because I got expelled from my first school and I had to go to this school for a little bit. We are in like the church, and we sitting down.
Right.
All of a sudden, one of the homies start like growling and barking, like you ever see like a dog sleep?
Yes.
And he got one of them little. Yes. He started doing that shit. Nigga sitting right next to me, looking at a nigga with you know how I see you white folk, they got one of them party t-shirts, but classy, but it's like a t-shirt, but like a tuxedo print on it.
Right.
Man, I'm looking, he's shaking like this. I said, hey, bro, what's wrong? So, you don't see that penguin right there? The penguin? Bro, what are you talking about? I said, I'm gonna get that penguin.
Yeah, the cocaine in that brown.
He said, I said, come on, we gotta go. Well, we tried to get up and leave. We tried to get up and leave during church. One of the other homies, he started grinding on the wall. I just walked away from both of them. I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. You can't get me to do it. I'll be around it. Cool. I'll give you some. Cool. Don't want it. Like, matter of fact, I got a homie who got a birthday. I got him some weed today.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
See, them brownies is different than me.
They different.
The brownie totally different than we.
I don't see how people can do it.
And then after that, you got them mushrooms. See, I never fucked with the mushroom.
So I'm gonna do a little plug. All right, that's just some nigga shit. It ain't my shit. But right. one of the people that got me into comedy, he is a psilocybin therapist. Mm-hmm. Right. So his name is a psilocybin. It's like microdosing.
Oh, okay.
It's microdosing. His name is Rivers Dunlap, and he's a psilocybin therapist. And does a microdosing. And I've seen people give testimonies, and he's still to this day trying to get me to do it. I won't do it. But I've seen people change their lives off of this. But what I'm afraid of, I'm afraid that I'm going to say some shit that I know I don't mean, but I'm just stupid high. Yeah. I'm stupid high.
Yeah.
I'm stupid high. I'm so scared. I will wholeheartedly tell you I'm scared as shit.
Don't be scared, Fudge.
Bullshit.
She wants you to do it. She on some bullshit.
Yes, I do.
Don't want it. Listen.
From what I know, if you ain't done it, don't have a first time. My first time, I was on Beale Street, tripping. Ate a cookie for my boy AC. Dude, I was roasting everybody loud as hell. 3 women walked up. I said, "Oh, I know y'all look like y'all daddy." These women down here on Beale Street got some strong faces. Man, I was going in. They had to take me to the restaurant. And I'm sitting in the restaurant, talk to a nigga for about 15 minutes, realize the nigga ain't talk back to me because it's a statue of Louis Armstrong.
Well, I tell you, so I talk about this because I do security at different clubs, and I've witnessed this and been a part of this. Like, seeing people drink is always fun to me because I'm a people watcher.
Right.
Us as comedians, guilty pleasure is people watching.
Yeah, people watching.
Because all we do is build. All we do is we get more content. Now, women get drunk off Hennessy. I've been a part of this. But they want to fight and fuck at the same time. They will ride you, choke you, and give you a black eye at the same time. Off tequila, women will start sucking dick in the parking lot, not giving a fuck who around off the tequila. Tequila make bitches horny. I don't know what it is, but I appreciate you, Hispanics, for discovering tequila and bringing it to the U.S. Because thank God. But the most dangerous drink that I've seen women drink are mimosas, and not even just regular mimosas. The bottomless mimosas. Bottomless mimosas is the most dangerous shit in the world, especially if you got a girl who got a bunch of friends who go out to brunch at 12 o'clock and want to be picked up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and you got to pick all of them hoes up? All of them hoes?
Boy.
Nigga. I'm in the car. It's about 6 of them. Car only seat 5 people. One of them laying across the lap of the others.
Damn.
Like, put some music on. It's dry in here. Why can't we just shut the fuck up? How come we just can't be quiet, please? Because y'all got in this car screaming and yelling, and all of a sudden they want to put on Yin Yang Twins. It's the daytime. It's the daytime. Why we put on Yin Yang Twins in the daytime? She got her hands up on her knees and I can see how she flies. She got the twerking every circle and I can see how she flies. She went hype on one about it right now. Yeah. Say, yeah. Nigga, the whole car shaking.
And they back there talking about,
that part.
Ain't got time for it.
You gotta let the windows down and twerking style stinking and shit.
Ass out the window with the tampon string flying in the wind. Like, I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of this shit.
Right.
Sick of this shit. Sick of this shit. And then another time, a chick got so drunk in the club. She got so drunk in the club. I'm doing security. I told my guard, hey man, I go get her, bro, because she doing too much. He tried to say, hey, he tried to like tap her, like, hey, ma'am, I need you to come with me. Like it's the way. Anytime I have guards, I have them go about things a certain way. Right. I mean, I tap on the shoulder, ma'am, I need you to come with me. I need you, I have to escort you out of here.
True.
She goes, why? So, ma'am, you've been bumping into people. We feel like you've had too much to drink. So this girl reached down and took her diva cup. Now, I don't know if you know what a diva cup is. You know what a diva cup is?
One of them cups with the name and shit on it?
No. A diva cup is a stuff for the period. It's a cup, it'll catch the blood. So when they go to the bathroom, they just dump it, rinse it, and they'll put it back in. Nigga, she took her diva cup, threw it in his face. Nigga.
That's disgusting. What?
I would have just been getting out of here.
Thank you.
When I tell you, I gave him $100 at the end of the night as like a hazard pay, because ain't no way in hell somebody should have had to go do that.
Should not.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Well, Fudge, we appreciate you for coming tonight, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me. Appreciate you having me.
It was nice talking to you, man. Tell them where they can find you at and what you got coming up, man.
So you can find my Instagram at 50 Shades of Fudge, the number 50 Shades _ Fudge. I have a YouTube. I don't really put much on there because I haven't really been filming much. I've been trying to build myself and help myself grow along with the community around me. But the TikToks, you can find my TikToks. They're in the videos that I post as well on Instagram. What I got coming up, I have a First Friday comedy show. So every first Friday of the month, I have a show. I have different types of comedians coming through. This 4th of July, which is the first Friday, I have an erotic hypnotist. Her name is Hypno Goddess. She's one of the dopest entertainers that I've seen in a very long time, along with a couple of people. Amanda Fritz, Blacksmith Roger, Joshua Harris, and I have a special guest opener coming too with a food truck. And it's 420 friendly. It's $20 to get in, $40 if you want to bring a bottle. Okay. You can't really beat that.
No, you can't.
You can't really beat. Plus a food truck where they serve catfish and chicken and hush puppies and fries. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Well, Baldhead, what you got coming up?
Steady grinding on my social media, building my stuff up. I'm getting a tentative date for the podcast to start back up season 11, Baldhead's podcast. I will be at the winery in Atlanta, July 18th, doing that. Shout out to 360 Comedy, my management team. Also, I'm doing some other things. I'm Clean Sunday show at the Comedy Theater here. I'm gonna get the date for that on the next podcast.
Okay.
Y'all just look on my social media. Whatever I got going, whatever I got coming, I'm posting.
Right. Hey, Bald, if you got anything in Atlanta that you got some room for me, let me know. Let me know.
For sure. I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know.
I still gotta meet Shaquena. I still gotta meet Shaquena, and I gotta have her, drive me around the city and show me different places. I'm told that she gotta put some pegs on the back of her wheels, so that way.
Bust Willie. Bust Willie.
I'm put one of them jacks. I'm put what's them little the steel wheel jacks
Yes.
Put on the start doing donuts in that bitch.
You is dumb. You is dumb as hell. Oh my God.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for going. And if y'all watch the redo, make sure y'all share it to somebody that needs to know some funny stuff, some great stuff with some great comedians and great conversation. Thank y'all for coming out. My name is Baldhead. Y'all pray for us. We gonna pray for y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Peace out. Oh, I gotta pee. Shit.
Well, you better go pee in.